What is going on, everyone? Joe here, and welcome back to the second video of my FM19 beta save with Roma. And we're actually going to start off this video with some bad news. Javier Pastore, the new signing, 2 days in, has picked up an injury, broken ribs, which will keep him out to 5 to 6 weeks. So obviously not an ideal start for him and his Roma career. That's basically the whole pre-season, so we'll see how he's doing when the season starts. But I wouldn't expect to see him fit for the first few league games at least. So my assistant came to me and kind of prompted me to extend the contracts of some of our better youth players. And we've actually got some pretty highly rated ones who haven't got a professional contract yet, such as David Bua here. So we're going to offer a few guys contracts. There's a few other guys, Kerez Masangu, who's clearly a talented player, who doesn't have a contract. So we're going to get these guys tied down. Obviously, we don't want to lose these guys on a free contract. So here we are, agreeing terms with Masangu and then Buso as well. So yeah, let's get into the first friendly. I kind of put this little lineup preview together. This is obviously in work in progress, but I kind of thought I'd show you guys this. That's kind of what you can expect going forward, kind of little graphics like that, kind of showing the lineups and other little things like the league table maybe. So yeah, I just kind of thought I'd show you guys that, see what you thought. So here we are, away at Vitapisi, a small Italian team, I believe, and we're 6 minutes in. I'm just going to kind of show the brief highlights. I'm not going to show you in-depth highlights at all, as they actually get off to a flyer, scoring in 6 minutes, fairly embarrassingly. But Cristante equalises fairly quickly. So yeah, I'm going to kind of do these friendlies in 3D. I'm not sure what about 2D Classic or 3D yet. I know there's a lot of 3D haters out there. But yeah, we're going to try and make it work. I've put these friendlies together in a highlight package style, so we won't be kind of going in depth with the tactics and stuff. I think there's more highlights in this first friendly, and the rest will just be goals basically. So just a brief look at every friendly we play basically. As Pellegrini fires over there, half-time 3-1. Decent first half there, fairly dominant as you would expect against a team like Vitapisi. So yeah, obviously the result is not so important in this game. So we're just gonna kind of sub most of our players off at half-time, kind of just build the fitness of the whole squad up. As you can see here, we're going to make 9 subs, I believe, at half-time. It's just rotating the squad, getting them into the groove after their summer away, of course. So yeah, let's take a look at under attacks down the left wing. What can he create? And Zeko actually heads over. You'd expect him to finish that, perhaps. Obviously, we're going to dominate this game. We're clearly the better team. They're defending so deep and letting us come on to them, basically. But yeah, like I said, this is about building fitness. It's not about winning this game. So yeah, do let me know, guys, if 3D is a big turn off for you. If the fact that I might play in 3D means you won't watch. Because if most people obviously would prefer 2D Classic, then I'll happily change to that. I'm not kind of committed to either two at this point. Look at the curve on that ball out to Florenzi. So nice this year, the new curve system, the new ball physics. Zeko headed that over again, actually. So maybe he's not quite on the ball just yet. Koric takes it down the left wing, the Mazzala roll, going out wide after Kluivert cuts in the inside forward. Lovely kind of link-up play between those two players there as we get a fourth goal. Zeko picks it up again, he's in on goal, and he misses again, actually. So clearly, Zeko not quite at his best just yet this season. As Vitapisi come forward again. And a good save actually there from Daniel Fusato. And so here we are, the clock's kicking down, not much time left, and we actually pick up Florenzi has picked up an injury in literally with 20 seconds to go. I just tried to click confirm, obviously 20 seconds left, doesn't really impact the game, but Kolarov will come on for a few seconds. Hopefully that injury isn't severe to Florenzi. Obviously I've mentioned in the last episode that I think he'll be a really key player for us. Definitely our first choice right back at the moment, and just 1 to 3 days, that's fine, so not too much to worry about that. So a few days after that game, a few of those youngsters that we proposed the contracts to have agreed, Masangu as well, and El Shaarawy is out for 2 weeks, and Santon out for a few days, so El Shaarawy will perhaps not quite be at peak fitness for the beginning of the season. As you can see here, I'm going to try a strikerless formation in this friendly against Provicelli, just see how it goes. As we get into the game, De Rossi scores a penalty to kick us off. And yeah, another game we should dominate as Koric. I believe that goal was deflected. Very lucky goal there for Koric. Bianda picks it up and Cristante smashed it in We're 3-0 up in 25 minutes here, despite actually not dominating so much. You can see I've turned the match stats on for this game, so you can see how we're doing on the left-hand side. Obviously, we're not going to go in depth into this friendly, as I mentioned. 4-0 there, Bianda scored, and Schick scores another penalty. So not the most dominant display, a 5-0 win, but only 10 shots. I'd certainly prefer a more dominant display against a team like Pro Vercelli than having 10 shots on goal. We get hit with some terrible news. Edin Dzeko out for 6 to 7 weeks. 2 months without Dzeko, our main man, and he'll be out till the end of September, effectively. So Schick is basically our only other option up front. So Schick will be starting the season up front for us, as long as, of course, he doesn't get injured. And if he does, we're in big trouble because we literally do not have another backup striker behind Patrick Schick. And obviously we can't make a signing, so obviously a big pain to be without Dzeko for so long. But yeah, we're into the next friendly against Vicenza, just rotating the squad like I did in the first game. So I'm not going to show you the lineup for each game. We basically have 2 11s that play half each. So the starting lineup doesn't mean too much at this point, as we go 1-0 up, and we'll proceed forward. And Ante Koric picks up an injury in the 7th minute. I did see on that Football Manager Twitter that there is an issue with there being too many injuries at this point, and I played this a few days ago, so obviously it hasn't been fixed at this point. So I'm not sure about the injuries. I'm not sure how many there will be. Hopefully they sort that out sooner rather than later, because it seems like our whole squad is going to be injured for that first game at this rate. But yeah, another goal is for the youngster Riccardi there, as Laurenti actually pulls one back for Vicenza. And that's how the game will finish. A more dominant display today though, 19 shots, 57% possession. I kind of prefer a good performance than a good result in a friendly. As we get into the next one against Modena at home, Bianda picks it up, Riccardi into Basangu. He takes it through to Pellegrini, who squares it to Kluivert. That's a lovely team goal. Pellegrini actually looked like he was in a better position to shoot than Kluivert was there. But Kluivert slotted it away nicely. Very unselfish from Pellegrini, it must be said, as Florenzi brings the ball forward. Out to Mori Bamba, the youngster, Riccardi, Pellegrini, into Florenzi. Oh, a lovely goal there. 20 shots, he only scored 2 of them. But De Rossi will step up from the spot and he will make it 3-0 Roma. A pretty dominant display again. Just 1 shot and it was off target from Modena. So very solid defensively. 64% possession. So Ronaldo is 2-1 to win player of the season. And look at those attributes. Any takers for that price, my word. And look at this, even strikers who aren't currently at the club are getting injured as well. Ezequiel Ponce, who's a fairly tasty young player, only 21, he's still got some room to grow. He's out for 3 months away on loan at Athens, so a bit of a blow there. So here we are into the penultimate friendly, I believe this is. We're against Mainz here. I always like to kind of build up the friendlies and the last few friendlies to be kind of against decent opposition. So yeah, let's kind of get into the game, see what goes on. Martin swings it into Brzezinski, and what a strike that is from Brzezinski. He smashes it in, and we go 1-0 down at home to Mainz. So perhaps we're not looking quite as good as we thought previously, because against competitive opposition we're coming unstuck here. Holtmann wide for Mainz. What can he do with it? He squares it to Maxime, and Maxime is left with the simple task of tapping it in. My word, and that's how it will end. 2-0 loss at home to Mainz, and a poor performance, it must be said. Really poor performance there. Hopefully we kind of got that one out of the way so we can play better in the games that matter. So here's a quick look at the new kind of individual training reports you get each week. And this Zaniolo guy is training, he's training 10 out of 10 this week, and he's kind of been the top of the training performance ratings every week so far, pretty much. So we signed him from 4 million from Inter this past summer, kind of in real life. And look at that. Look how easy it is to just praise your players there. I love this new feature. We'll praise the other players as well. Kluivert training well, good to see. But this Zaniolo guy, he looks really talented. Maybe a player to look out for, especially if he's training 10 out of 10s each week. He's clearly looking to impress. So yeah, after that terrible Mainz performance, I've changed the system up. We're not going to go strikerless. We're going to try this 4-1-4-1 system. And we are now getting to the point of pre-season where we kind of need to know our tactical setup as we head into the season. And here we are into the friendly, and Florenzi picks up another injury, so we're going to have to bring him off for Karsdorp. Hopefully not too serious for Florenzi, as Manolas gets us kicked off with the first goal of the game. hopefully we're going to play better than we did against Mainz. As Wampy picks it up for Malaga, he takes on one guy, he takes on another player. What a run from Wampy, hits the post. What a ridiculous goal that is to concede. Kone's left with the simple task of tapping it in. And yeah, I only had a replay of this goal when I went back to edit it. I don't know why. I think I was making a sub at De Rossi with a fairly nice goal there, nice finish. And Kolarov makes it 3-1 with an absolute stonking strike. My word, he hit that beautifully. Masangu picks it up on the edge of the box, gives it to Riccardi, Karsdorp, Masangu, and he slots it in as well. 4-1, a much better performance today. 23 shots to just 4 for Malaga, despite not dominating possession. As Karsdorp picks up an injury, literally with 10 seconds to go in the game. We've had a few of them in this pre-season. Injuries with literally seconds to go in the game. It's ridiculous. And Karsdorp has broken his foot, my word. He had 10 seconds to play in the game, and he goes and breaks his foot, out for 3 months. He'll be out for half the season. What a shame. I was really looking forward to playing with this guy as well. He looks really talented. I remember him getting a load of assists in Holland when he played for Feyenoord. So that is one right back down. And if you remember, he came on for Florenzi, who was injured, and he's out for 3 to 6 weeks. My word, a month without any right back, basically. We do have Davide Santon, who can play both full-back positions, even though I kind of considered him the backup to Kolarov at left back. And he's our only remaining right back in the squad, basically. So if he's injured, we're in trouble. So here's a look at our injury issues before the season starts, just a few days away from the first game now. Koric is out, Dzeko, Florenzi, Karsdorp, Noura's out for a few weeks, the young right back as well. Perotti's still out, Pastore's still out. It's fair to say we've got some injury issues at the moment, and up front and at right back especially, if our only remaining players there get injured, we will be in some kind of trouble. So yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying these. Let me know what you thought in the comments. Tell me what you liked, tell me what you didn't like. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys for the start of the Serie A season.